Alright, hello guys, welcome to my channel, Mr. Ade Ayobet Predict. So in today's video, we'll be looking into some of these AI tools and a website that you guys can actually apply for your sport predictions, both on football, basketball games, and also ice hockey. So in today's particular video, already I explained to you guys about some of these particular tools that you guys can actually use in the last video uploaded on this particular channel, and I only exposed you guys to these particular AI tools, and I said you guys can actually engage in your own prompt message in order to get your accurate predictions. So now in this particular video, I'm going to give you guys a little tips in how you can make use of these particular AI tools, and I want you guys to pay very good close attention to details in this particular video. Alright, so if you are just joining us on this particular channel, make sure that you click on the subscribe button and like our video. And in case you have any question regarding to some of our content, you can actually put it in the comment section. So if you are just joining us and you don't know some of these tools that we use in order to aid some of our predictions, you guys can actually look into it. The first one now is currently Chat GPT. Actually, I said in the last video that this particular AI tool is very common, and also the other one that I use actually is Copilot, and this particular tools you can actually get it by through their website, or by downloading their app on the Play Store. There you can easily get it. So there is another particular one that I'm currently using. This particular tool, you guys can actually apply it on the basketball games, and surely it will give you in-depth analysis on the games that you want to predict. For example, I focus on individual games rather than just prompting the tools with large numbers of fixtures. So if you want to easily get basketball predictions with this particular new tools, because this one is different from Copilot and also the Chat GPT one. But one thing about basketball happens to be that you guys just need to prompt your tool rightly, and also compare it with other AI tools like the Copilot and the Chat GPT to get their predictions. At least they must all these particular AI tools must conclude on the outcomes of games before you can conclude on going for it. But actually, I on this particular tool, I focus more on just one game before I can conclude on prediction. So this particular one will always give you the in-depth analysis of it and the reason behind it, and also it will give you some average points from the last previous games against other teams and against each other. As you guys can see, this is around 150 and 170 points. They should be playing over 170 points, or very close to 170 points, depending on if the home team will apply the force that they have been applying in other games. In these particular games, I always tell you guys that in basketball games, inconsistency is one of the problems that we always face when it comes to basketball predictions. Alright, now looking at the market that the bookmaker provided for this particular game, and if we check the prediction from that particular AI tool, it was actually predicted as over 150 to over 170. At least within that range, if you are able to get over 150, you should be able to play this particular game for me. But I would just advise you guys to always just go for the lowest point predicted by the tools. And if you look at it, we're supposed to predict this particular game as over 150, but we are having something that is very close to 150, which is 153. Let us just assume that we want to risk the game with over 153 in this particular game at out of 1.41. But actually, I won't support this because it is not fully accurate with what we've gotten. So in case if this particular home team that you guys are seeing here, if they eventually played the way they've been playing before, we should be getting something that is over this particular point. But if the home team are very strong when it comes to defense, because in basketball there are so many things that we don't always focus on, and I'm sure if you apply your tools very well, if you make use of your tools very well, surely you should be able to get the right outcome from this particular game. So another thing that I would like to inform you guys about is that if you are using any other tools, make sure that you prompt your tools in based on individual games, and not like the total number, the whole number of games that we are having today, do the prediction for it, and then you start predicting your game. No, focus on just one match and provide the tools with the right prompt for your predictions. Now, one thing about the new tools that I'm currently using now is that it has a very good access to Google, because Google can really help them to search for information easily, because on the search web you can get stats and the in-depth factors that can influence your games. This particular AI tools will actually provide it for you if you make use of the right prompt. So now, thanks for watching. See you guys in our next video. But before I go, I would like to share you guys some predictions that I made in this particular video. Actually, I want you guys to note that no strategy is always 100% accurate, but make sure that you bet responsibly, as there are some factors that we don't have the power and the right to influence, because in sports games anything can change. Now I'm going to share you guys some of the tips that I predicted today, and probably, okay, we hope for winning. Let's hope for winning in this particular game. So the first game here is a football match, and that should be under the France League 2. And the second game here is the match that we just predicted as the over point of 150, but I predicted it as first half the home team, because if I should predict that particular game as over, I should actually go for over 150, exactly as predicted by the AI too. So the next game is under the France, is a basketball game under the France. I predicted the home team first half win, and also the next game is under the England League. The prediction is home team to win this particular game or draw. And the last game here is under the Scotland League, and in case you guys want to predict it, I predicted it as the second half under 2.5 goals based on the start that I just evaluated. So see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to like our video, drop a comment in case you have any question. Bye.